As we bump up to 141 pounds, Nasir Bailey ranked 7th in the country for Iowa, 54-9 all-time, had the really good run for Little Rock, taking on Anthony Echemendia, who is healthy this year. He had quite a scare last season, fought a very serious staph infection, talked about how he really had to change his mindset, had to go into a patient type of approach and simply let the body heal, and he is fully ready to go for Iowa State and be one of the anchors that Kevin Dresser can rely on pretty consistently throughout the next couple months.
Health is such a big deal on every team. How many coaches I talk to say we're just trying to get healthy, even at the beginning of the year.
141, another swing weight. If you joined us at the top of the show from Rock Harrison, Nasir Bailey, 4-2 in his first year in Iowa City, coming over from Little Rock, two-time Pac-12 champion. He is up a weight this year, up from his normal 133. Coming off a national dual tournament in which he won a couple of matches, went 2-2.
These two guys will fight wrist the whole match. When I say fight wrist, they'll stand there and try to control the wrist to start their offense.
What have you noticed from Bailey so far? The body of work still very small, but up a weight, how's he looking at 141?
You know, it's not enough data for me to really say, but he's still doing the things he did before he transferred over. He's still wrestling well. You know, I want to see how he works on top with his near wrist series. Excuse me, his cross wrist series. You see these guys, they're just grabbing wrist, controlling, grabbing wrist, controlling. This will wear you down. You know what it's like? It's just like grabbing tennis balls. They're just trying to squeeze tennis balls for 7 minutes, just trying to squeeze. That's what it's like, just grabbing the wrist, grabbing the wrist.
Halfway through, no score. Echemendia trying to find a leg. Anthony Echemendia, 2-1 this year. The Cuba native, Sunnyside High School, which has really become a key spot for Iowa State in the desert there in the Southwest, and the connections that they have in that corner of the country. Echemendia, an NCAA qualifier in 2024. Stall call tag to Bailey as we hit a minute to go in the opening period.
What you're seeing is Echemendia is clearing the wrist. He's controlling the wrist, and then he clears the wrist and goes to a sweep single. Wrist clear single. So we got to get to a point where Nasir Bailey needs to create some space, because right now this controlling the wrist is going into Anthony Echemendia. Bailey needs to create just a little space and blast through. See, that's what we're talking about. That wrist, he kept controlling the wrist, and then when he controlled it, he cleared it and stepped right in. That wasn't a shot. He just cleared and stepped.
Unanswered points toward the end of the period. Echemendia will hold this position, let the final few moments dwindle off. They're going to restart it one more time with a second to go as Titus Godbolt enters them back into the center, but the late takedown by Echemendia.
Ending the period on top is always good.
Well, some issue with the clock. There should still be 1 second, so we need one more restart. There we go. So they will put Bailey down underneath. 1 second remaining. Whistle and a 3-0 lead. Echemendia very patient, able to crack through the armor late.
You see that? He did not penetrate. He didn't put his knee on the mat. All he did was clear the wrist and step in. And when he stepped in like that, it didn't give Bailey an opportunity to either crunch him or sprawl.
Back in on a leg, switches to the double, has him airborne and down to the mat for 3. Echemendia finishing with some authority on that second takedown.
Echemendia, you see his game plan, close the gap and create shots. Second time, he did not even penetrate. He's stepping in. He's not giving Bailey any type of opportunity to create space. So let's let this is pretty important here now. Keeping him down, trying to get the riding time. You see, even on the break, he did not let go of the wrist. See him control that wrist? He's staying tight.
Bailey on the board for the first time. Riding time at 49 seconds for Echemendia. Bailey looking at an uphill climb late in this second period. Keep in mind, Bailey has been tagged for stalling once already. That was late in the first period.
Look at that left hand of Echemendia. I can't say it enough. He is controlling the right wrist. He's not shooting, he's just stepping in. This is a tough situation here. He's going to step in, watch him get his hips closer.
Had the over-under position. Hand lock was broke. Bailey still being steered off the mat. Echemendia had him pinned along that far side. Good job by Bailey. Mat awareness, the recircle. He was in danger of giving up that second stall.
If I am Nasir Bailey as an adjustment.
And there comes the stall.
If I'm Nasir Bailey, I'm putting my right wrist behind my back or something, because that is what Echemendia is controlling. You see, he goes right to that right wrist. He's controlling that throughout this whole match. We are seeing how to wrestle in a phone booth. He stays tight. He doesn't give any space. Watch him pop the hips. And by bringing them straight back, there's no opportunity for rolls. Now, here we have it. Nasir Bailey, cross wrist tilts. He's been doing this since his days, home days in Illinois.
Winning state titles at Rich Township High School. This is a guy that can make up ground in a hurry if he catches a wrist and gets you rolled over.
You see exactly what Echemendia is doing? He's keeping his hands out like an airplane. He doesn't want to give up any risk. When you see him stand up, he's not keeping his elbows in. He's putting them out, because if Nasir Bailey grabs a wrist, he may turn you.
You see him? Dresser right there. Little game of charades. You can read along at home with that. Keep those arms, keep those wrists away.
He heard me. That's why he showed what I was trying to articulate. So you see, he's putting arms out. He's not giving up any risk. And that's smart. That's excellent coaching and excellent application of what was taught. Right back to the wrist.
Change of direction. Boy, a beauty there from Echemendia.
This is bad.
Has him up again, and he has him down again. 3 more, and all of a sudden, if you're Iowa State, an opportunity for some bonus points.
This is bonus point material right here. Wow. Who saw this one coming?
What a road back for Echemendia. It started last December. 4 surgeries later, 8 days in the hospital fighting a very serious staph infection. And now up by 9 late on Nasir Bailey.
Popping the hips. Good job there by Echemendia.
Stalemate with 35 seconds to go. Again, keep in mind, riding time not a factor. Echemendia with 53 seconds, leading by 9. This crowd knows what's on the line. Iowa with some big guns coming up.
Just like Keeter did at heavyweight, Nasir Bailey has got to do this for the team. Work for a takedown to take away the bonus point. He's got to work here. Bonus points make all the difference in a tight duel like this.
Echemendia sprawling back, trying to capture that leg.
They're going to let him go. They're telling him 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 let him go.
No need to risk it.
No, he's got to let him go for real. He's got to let him go for real.
Tech, fall possibility. Cut and release, 2 seconds, 1 second. And that is going to be it. Riding time tacked on. He'll win by major decision. Dresser and Iowa State pick up 14 points. And the Cyclones go up 10-3.